Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Emma. Hello, first to comment today. Hello, Debbie, Dale, Nicola. Hello, my lovely. Hi, Mandy, Tracy, Dana, Julie. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all? Sue, hello as well to you. We've got slightly different camera angles today, so if they work, then that's brilliant. If they don't work, we can go back to the old angles. But I sort of thought I'll try and change things, just angle wise, just to see if it's any better. You may not see a massive difference, but they have been moved. Hi, Anne Marie, Lillian, good evening. Sarah, hello, and Peter. Hi, Kaylee, Julie, Kaz. You do see another addition to my crustacean station, Emma. Yes, and Aaron is printily. Oh, it started already. Aaron is currently printing, that's what I was meant to say, another little character for me as well. I don't know if it will be done whilst we're on the live though, because they do take a little while. But we now have a purple one. This one has a little bit more stringy because we use a different type of filament. I don't really understand, but the grey one's a different type, so it's not just a different colour, it's different types. This one's slightly stringier, but I was like, well, crabs, when they're in the sea, they get little like crustaceans and bits on them anyway. So yeah, we've got a little friend with him. Connie, hello. And Sue, bless you. Thank you ever so much for the stars there. That's very, very kind of you. Today, we are starting our Christmas in July. Now, I do realise that Jingle and Polly's faces are covered. That was not the intention. I may have to move them, but I can't... we'll just leave it as it is for today, so we can't see their faces, but they are there at the back. Christmas in July, yes. So everybody requested it, so I thought, why not? We did Christmas in July last year. We could have Christmas in July this year. I've got a different newish game available today. I'm hoping to do 2 different games during the course of July. So this one for a couple of weeks, and then at the end half of July moving to a different one. They may overlap as well, so we may have them going at the same time. I'll just wait and see. But for today, this one is called Christmas Cozies. So, Christmas Cozies, because socks at Christmas are nice and cozy. So yeah, I thought that these would be called Christmas Cozies. As you can see, have I numbered these the right way round? 1 to 10. I'm confused. Yes, they are the right way around. So, because I've done it all backwards so you guys can see. So I've actually done the numbers backwards this time. So I was just making sure the order was backwards. So we've got 1 through to 10. So basically the aim of the game is you pick which number cozy you would like. We then take it down and I pull out a piece of jewellery that is inside. If you're happy with that piece of jewellery, that's perfect. You'll have them amount of oyster openings with that item of jewellery. You also get a bonus pearl as well. So that's a colour of your choice, as long as it's not on a waiting list. So like the lilacs, the blacks, Pepsi blue, they're just the ones off the top of my head, but any other sort of colours we have that I could add in today, you get a bonus coloured pearl with that as well. Now, if you choose to pick a second, so if you're not happy with the jewellery from the first one, you can choose to pick a second cozy. If you pick a second one, whatever is in the second one, you have to have the jewellery in there. So it's going to be like a lucky dip. However, if you go to the second one, you don't get the bonus pearl. Okay. So it's sort of a little bit of a risky one. Are you going to be happy with what you've got? Are you going to be happy if you swap and don't then have the extra pearl? Now, items of jewellery that are included are Christmas themed jewellery. So it's all Christmas themed jewellery. So you've got earrings, charms, cage pendants, normal pendants, crystal pendants, pendants, earrings, and so pendants, earrings, and charms. There isn't any bracelets in here yet. If that changes, I will let everybody know, but at the moment there's no bracelets in there. Oh, and there's matching sets as well, Christmas matching sets. Changes on the website, so we have got the Christmas in July section on the website now, which is very exciting. I'll pop the link in here. So I was so excited to get all that sorted again. Also, if you go in the coming soon section, there are 3 new Christmas items in the coming soon section. Now they are available to supporters now, so supporters do have full access first. They'll be available for everybody else towards the end of the week. So when that happens, I will post on the page that they'll be available. They'll then move to the new in section. Okay, so 3 new Christmas items. We've got all of the other Christmas items on the website live and ready to go. New game and our naughty and nice cards are back. So naughty and nice cards are basically whatever, if you order, you get 1 card per order. Okay, so if you've ordered on multiple orders, you do get a card each order. Okay, hope that makes sense. So if you've ordered later on in the evening, you do get another card. These are naughty or nice cards. So I'm just going to take you down because it's easier to show you these. So naughty or nice cards, these are all the front. When you turn them around, it will tell you. So that's nice, you get a £1 off code. Or it would be naughty where there's nothing. Now there's also other, so that's a £2 off, £3 off. So there's lots of different prizes through there. Okay, so any order, no matter what's on the order, whether it's just an oyster opening or jewellery or the game, you get a naughty or nice card. Okay, I think that's everything. So new game, it is Christmas in July. Christmas items are on the website. New Christmas items are available to supporters now. They'll be available for everybody else come the end of the week. I think that's everything. Christmas before Mim and Mindy. I wonder if they're ready to come home from Barbados yet. Dale, now Mim and Mindy, I was actually looking at their photos earlier from Barbados. Like, I'm not even joking. I went on it, I was like, oh, look at them. So yeah, they'll make an appearance soon, I'm sure. Not until October, hopefully, but they'll come soon. Oh, Hayley, bless you. I hope you're well as well. So I have posted the order list on the page, so if you have ordered, hopefully you'll see whereabouts you are on the order list. If you would like to order, there is still space available for today, and then I'll update the order list as we go. I think that's everything. Oh yeah, and the camera angles, I said at the very start, are different with both angles. So if they sort of go a bit funny, let me know. Last update, so many updates today. Last update is there's no mystery oysters. So the oysters we've got available today are new rainbow oysters, which are darker rainbow colours, expand the rainbow oysters, which are lighter rainbow colours, and normal natural oysters, which are the natural colours. Oh, I love that. I love that you love your anklets. Stuffed stockings were your very first order. Oh wow. So no mystery oysters are available today. It's funny you mention anklets. My anklets are almost with me, and then I'm going to put them all on the website. I've got old ones coming in, I've got new ones coming in, I've got so many different designs of anklets coming in. Hopefully very, very soon. I'm going to put the ones which you've had on the website before on as soon as I've counted those through, just to double check the stock levels. But then yeah, the anklets are amazing. I'm so excited. Right, so I'm going to keep talking, so we're just going to get started for the day. Mim and Mindy need to get here before October. Wow. We'll have to wait and see. At the moment they're not planned to. Their flights are booked for like the end of September time. Up first today is Pamela Rousewell. Pamela, are you here? Yes, Christmas in July, my lovely, as everybody requested. So Christmas will be here throughout until the end of July. We won't be getting Christmas oysters this time, I'm afraid, as I didn't have enough notice. I wasn't going to do Christmas in July this year. And then I think it was about a week ago, everybody requested it. So I sort of switched up the plans. So I'm afraid we won't have Christmas oysters in July, but Christmas oysters should be here for Christmas time, as in November, December. Yes, I know, Linda. I know. Yes, I didn't name the hats. So I think it was Julie. So let me just say again. Currently looking for Pamela Rousewell. Pamela, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It'll bring your comment forward so I can see you. So the hats are called the Holly Jolly hats, and they are named by Julie Hanwell. Julie Hanwell, I've actually popped that on the website. I've popped it in the description that it was named by Julie, and they were called the Jolly Holly hats. Last call for Pamela. If not, we'll move on. And then if she comes on, we can add her in again, but it would be to the end of the order list. So Pamela Rousewell, are you here? Yes, Emma. Let me do that first, actually, Emma. Let me write to put the Potter, because I said ages ago I'll get that on. It's just because Potter items on website. Okay, I'll get those on. If I make a note, put that on there, and I can get that sorted for you. Exactly, Joanne. Go and watch Elf. Right, I haven't seen Pamela, so we're going to move on. If she comes on, we'll add her in again, but it would be to the end of the order list. Up next then is Sarah, is it Mammon? Oh, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Sahara, and again, I hope I pronounced that correctly as well. If I haven't, please, hello, my lovely, hello. If I've mispronounced your name, please let me know how to pronounce it. It's not just you, it's a lot of names. Basically, whenever I talk to somebody for the first time, I'm terrible, so I do apologise if I've got it wrong. So you have got 2 oyster openings altogether. Now we've got Nunu Rainbow Oysters or Expand the Rainbow Oysters and the natural oysters available. So you've got 2 oysters to choose from. So do you know what 2 oysters you would like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Halloween in August. Oh no. Can't do Halloween in August just because I feel like it's too close to Halloween. Halloween would have to be done like in April. But then that's Easter time. And it can't be February because that's Valentine's time. So maybe like Halloween in March, possibly. Expand the rainbow and keep the shells, my lovely. Okay, so to expand the rainbow oysters, are there certain colours that you're hoping for at all? So 1 and 2. Let me get these open for you. 1, 2. It's what we all need, Jem. We all need to be a little bit more excited for Christmas. Right, so if we go down, oyster number 1. Let's get these open. There's one side and the other side. Okay, so in your first oyster, if we have a squidge in here, you have got a gorgeous lighter blue pearl there. There's no more in that one. Now, what I like to do is just like to dry the pearls up. I'll pop them in the sand, and then as you'd like to keep your shells, I just clean them as we go, and then I'll hold up the sand so you can have a closer look at your pearl. Okay, so if I just clean these shells up for you. Thank you, Bab. And your first pearl, like I said, is a gorgeous, lighter, brighter, icy blue. Oh, if I just get this focused. Aaron wouldn't let me put my Christmas tree up. Could you imagine if I asked him? He would be a hard no with that one. Love that colour, perfect. So if we move straight onto your second oyster, which is your Expand the Rainbow oyster again. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here you are twinning, and you're twinning with Blurple pearls there. Now, Blurple is a mix between blue and purple. Okay, so in some lights it will look more blue, in some lights he's going to look more purple. So not only do you have twins, but they are definitely different shades of Blurple there. So again, I've just dried them up. I'm going to pop them in the sand, and then I'll clean the flesh off of here, and then we can have a closer look at those pearls. Okay, so you've got a lighter. If I go round so you can have a look at them. So the lighter of the two, if I just get this focus for you. There we go. The lighter of the two, slightly more purpley in tone, but again at different angles he does look slightly more blue. And then this is the darker of the two, which is slightly two-tonal with lighter and darker areas. Okay, so you've got an icy blue, a lighter Blurple and a brighter Blurple. Tara, what do you think to these? If you're happy with these colours, that's perfect, they are yours. If you're not happy, I can of course swap them for you for colours of your choice. If I run them through the board, the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Lighter Blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the darker Blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. You're happy with those colours? Perfect. Do you know which ones you'd like on which item of jewellery? If you would prefer to have some time to think about what colours you'd like where, I can make a note and you can email me once you know. Or if you do know what colours you'd like to go wear now, that's perfect. You can let me know if that makes sense. The two lighter ones on the charms. So the two at the front there on the charms. Do you have a preference as to which one goes on which charm, or don't you mind? Just wrapping up your shells for you. You don't mind, okie dokie. So I'm just bringing you up here. So the two lighter pearls on your jewellery, on your different items of jewellery. Then the darker Blurple, that's still yours. It just gets sent as a loose pearl for you. So if I just write this down for you. We're going to have perfect. I've got that down, my lovely. So your shells are wrapped up for you as well. So I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. You're very, very welcome. And that's safe up there for you. My curtain is annoying me, so I'm just going to pop you guys on this screen while I just see if I can... Why is it... Oh, it just literally... The curtain behind was just poking through. There we go. It was bothering me to have the big white patch going through them. Okay, up next today is Julie McLaughlin. Julie, are you here? Could name the new crab Shelley. Oh, quite like that. Am I ill? No. Do I look poorly? I'm not poorly. Touch wood. Julie, hello, hello, hello. Julie, my lovely, you have got a stick pick or sparkle dip. Sorry, you've got 2 stick pick or sparkle dips. So, I was going to pop it in the Christmas basket, and then I didn't for some reason. So it's still in here, but for the next live, I may move it to the Christmas baskets because I do have them in here. So if we go straight down, my lovely, so we're going to pull out 2 of these. My nose is red. Oh, it's probably just the reflection with everything that's going on in here. Or maybe I didn't put makeup on that bit. But yeah, touch wood. No, I'm fine at the moment. Okay, so Julie, envelope number 1. And then number 2, let's go for this one. Okay, so if we get these open. Now, the deal with these is whatever charm... Oh! I forgot to do... I'm just going to hold... These are yours, my lovely. Sahara, my lovely, I forgot to do your naughty or nice card. So Julie, I'm just going to pop those there so you can see them. And Sahara, your naughty or nice card, my lovely. I've got to get in the swing of it. Is this one here. And you've got a £1 off code. So you've got a £1 off code for the website. If you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have a £1 off code you can use. That'll get emailed across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. I'm sorry I missed that out there. And Julie, sorry about that. Let's go back down for these. Okay, so the deal with the stick or picks is whatever crystal charm is inside is definitely your charm. Your choice is then whether you'd like to stick and keep the pearl on here, or whether you'd like to pick and change the pearl. Okay, so your first one is a crystal spike charm. Now this crystal spike charm, we have got these on the website, and this is the crackle effect spike charm. So if we just get it focused, you can see here it is a clear crystal itself. On the reverse side, you've got this gorgeous silver crackle effect. So that's the reverse side there, you can see it. So what actually happens is through the clear crystal, you can see that crackle effect as it catches the light. Now the pearl here that we've matched with this one is a darker olive green. So I'm just going to move this around. Oh, there you go. Look at that green there. So you can see the green. Now, if you're happy with this green on here, that's perfect. If you're not, we can swap him. We'll dive in for a bag of pearls, and then you have to pick one of the pearls that are in that bag. Now the beauty with this crystal spike charm is any colour pearl is going to go with it beautifully, because it's just got the clear crystal and the silver, so it's going to be completely up to you. Can you stick with that one? Of course you can. So the first one you'd like to stick with, he is yours. If I just write crystal spike, and we're sticking there. If we open up your second one then, so good luck again. And in here we've got a different style of charm. Now this crystal charm is not on the website and hasn't been on the website before, and it is, oh, I've got a hole in my glove, it is the diamond shaped crystal charm here. Now this is in a golden shadow, so if I can just get him focused, there we go. So diamond golden shadow, so depending on how the light hits it, depends on if you're going to see lighter or darker shades of gold. Now this one, if I show you to the side, has got a point on one side, and then it's got the flatter center area on the front side, so then it sort of gives that wiggle and then helps it catch the light there. So I hope you're happy with the charm itself. Now the pearl we've added on this one is a sunshine yellow. Okay, so I feel like with this one, the yellow helps bring out the gold, makes the gold almost look deeper in shade. But again, it's going to be completely up to you, my lovely. Would you be happy to stick with this one and keep the yellow, or would you like to pick and go for a different colour on here? Again, it's completely up to you, Julie. Pick, please. Okay, so I'm going to bring you back up. Now, to pick, there is various bags of pearls in here, so I'm going to look away. I'm going to give this a little mix. And then if I dive in, and we've got this one here. So one of these 4 pearls you would need to choose to replace the yellow on that charm. Oh, and you've got some stunning colours. So you've got a second sunshine yellow, slightly larger than the one that's on there already. You've got this beautifully pearlescent hot pink. You've got a bright, bold blurple, so again, mixed between blue and purple. And then you've got this dark, deep purple, which in some lights almost looks like he's blue, but he's definitely purple, if that makes sense. So you've got sunshine yellow, pink, blurple, and then dark, deep purple. Julie, what do you think? Now I can hold the crystal charm up near these, however with the black of the dish it does make the gold look slightly darker, so I'll do my best. Actually, let's see if I can, do I have a smaller one of these in there? No, let's try it this way. Oh, I might have solved the issue. So it's that way around. It looks like it's a little bit bright there. I think it's just because the white of the card in that angle is sort of reflecting all the light back. But if I moved it, we wouldn't be able to. I'll try and move it, but I don't think it's gonna work. I think that's the best I can sort of do there, my lovely. What do you think? So yellow, pink, oh, blurple, or dark deep purple? Can you have the pink? Of course you can. Love that. Let me change this here. So I'll pop that in there, and I'll write down on the diamond, we're going to swap to the pink. Perfect. Then what happens is these ones go in a bag here. Okay, Julie, now you do have 2 separate orders here, so that actually means, like I said at the start, you get a naughty or nice card for each order. So that means you do get 2 naughty or nice cards, my lovely. So number 1 is this one, and you have got a nice card, so you've got £2 off with your first one. And then naughty or nice card number 2. Let me just stand these up because then it... There we go. Naughty or nice card number 2. And you've got £3 off. So altogether, Julie, you're going to have a £5 off code. I'll put them together if that's okay. So tomorrow you'll get a £5 off code emailed to the email address that's on the order form. You'll be able to use it straight away, or you can hold on to it. But if you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have that code to use. That wasn't with that game, Bronnie. She had a stick pickle sparkle dip, my lovely. With this one, you get the free pearl, yes. With the stick pickle sparkle dip, that is just the normal rules there. Julie, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. So that's safe up there for you, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Okay, and up next then today is Claire Wright. Claire, are you here? It does look like I've got a red nose now. Now I'm conscious. I think I must have just like rubbed my nose or something, and I've got... So currently looking for Claire Wright. Claire, are you here? Just updating the order list while I'm waiting for Claire to come on. Yep, we've got a couple of Christmas picks coming up tonight, Linda. Oh, bless you, Samantha. Well, hello, my lovely. I hope you're doing well. Tara, thank you. Right, last call for Claire. If not, then we'll move on. And then if she comes on, we'll add her back in again, but it would be to the end of the order list. So last call, Claire Wright, are you here? Captain Crunch, Mrs. Shelley, Ollie the Octopus. Emma, I like this. I'm going to have to sort of keep my head. Might even make them like little name tags that they could wear. Captain Crunch, Mrs. Shelley, and Ollie the Octopus. I quite like that. Should we vote on that? Claire, hello, hello, hello. Perfect. Now, you have got a Christmas cozy, a stick pick or sparkle dip, and an oyster opening as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to do your stick pick or sparkle dip first. We'll then do your Christmas cozy, and then we'll do all of the oysters together at the end, if that's okay. So, with your stick pick or sparkle dip, if we go down and we pull one out of here, and that's your one there. So let's get him open. So in your stick, pick or sparkle dip, we have got a crystal heart charm. Now this crystal heart charm is not on the website, so this is one of the longer, thinner designs, and this design comes in 3 different colors. So this is actually the lighter pink shade. So we've got it in a light pink, a bright pink, and a jet black. So this is the more pastely rose crystal heart. Okay, so I hope you're happy with the charm itself. Now the pearl on this one is the gorgeous pinkle pearl, or purple pearl I should say. So it's a pinky purple shade. So it's sort of got a pink with a purple overtone there. I'm just going to see if I can bring this light up a little bit. There we go. Sorry, it's just gone out of focus. Let's try again. There we go. Okay, so your choice is going to be, Claire, would you like to stick and keep this pearl with this charm, or would you like to pick and try for a different pearl with the charm and swap this one out? Stick with that one, Claire. Perfect. He is yours. If I pop him in here, and I'm just going to write down that we're sticking with that one. So stick with that. Okay, perfect. Your next one then is your Christmas cozy, and you're the first person to have a Christmas cozy of the evening. So what number would you like? What number cozy would you like? We've got numbers 1 through to 10. I'm hoping you guys can see all those okay. But I'll obviously hold it closer as well so you can see that I've definitely picked the correct number. Which number would you like? I'm fine, thank you, Lauren. I hope you're well as well, my lovely. Number 7. You can indeed. So number 7 is this one. If we go straight down and I dive in here. Oh, it's gone right down into the bottom. So number 7, I can see straight away is a crystal pendant. So this crystal pendant comes with 1 oyster opening, and you'd be able to choose whether you had your pearl on or off the jewellery here. So this is a clear crystal snowflake pendant. Okay, so it's quite a thick, as in quite a wide pendant. It's got a point on either side, so it sort of doesn't sit still. It's always going to have that little bit of a wiggle, and then it catches the light beautifully, and then whatever colour is going to be behind it, you can see sort of my finger's not even all the way through, but it's just reflecting there the colour throughout the whole crystal. Now the decision here, Claire, is would you like to stay with this one? If you keep this crystal pendant, you get your oyster opening with it, plus you get a bonus coloured pearl, completely your choice on what colour that pearl is. Or if you're not happy with this pendant, you can choose another cozy, so a different number. However, if you picked the different number, you wouldn't get the bonus pearl. Joe, that's crazy. Oh wow, well I hope you're both doing okay. That's crazy, he remembered that. Claire, that's lovely, you'll keep that one. Perfect. Okay, so he is yours. A couple of things I need from you then, Claire. I'll need to know what colour pearl, so what bonus pearl you would like. So what I'll do is I'll add that in the sand for you here, so then you get to see it, just to confirm if you are definitely happy with that pearl before we move on. Also, what oyster you would like. So you've got an oyster on your order anyway, plus you get one oyster with this pendant. So your 2 oyster openings all together. What 2 oysters would you like? So what colour pearl and 2 oysters, or what 2 oysters would you like? I will then top up the numbers again. So everybody would have a choice between 1 to 10. And then you've always got that choice if you are going to go for the second pick of all the rest of the numbers. Can you have a light blue and mystery? Oh, bless you. Well, the light blue is a definite yes. With the mystery, I'm afraid I've only got Nunu Rainbow, Expand the Rainbow, or the normal oysters today. I don't have any mysteries available. If you prefer to wait until the mysteries arrive, then I can definitely do that for you. Or if you're happy with the other oysters, that's fine as well. So I do apologise that they're not in stock at the moment. Would you be happy with one of the other ones? Also, what do you think to this blue? So I've got a brighter icy blue. It's not the bold bright blues, but it's still quite a nice bright colour. He's slightly two-tonal, as you can see. It goes lighter and brighter. And I've actually grabbed you one of the larger blues as well. So would that one be okay? Or would you like a different shade? I'm shooting loads of different questions at you here, Claire. I hope that's okay. It is, Terry. Yes, we've got Christmas in July at the moment. That's lovely. Perfect. So which 2 oysters would you like? Shipwreck, if Aaron could make something that big. He could make something that big if it clipped together. Like he couldn't, the machine could only do like this by this, but you could make sections and clip it together. I mean, I could ask him. I don't know if he could. That's a big project, although he might like it. I don't know. I'll definitely put it to him. Let me write it down. If I just put shipwreck, I'll know what I mean. I'm going to be full of post-its by the end of the night. I could just feel it. What the choices? So you've got Nunu Rainbow Oyster, which are darker rainbow shades. Expand the Rainbow Oyster, which are lighter rainbow shades. And then you've got the natural oysters, which are the normal natural shades. So light rainbow, dark rainbow, or natural. Which 2 would you like, my lovely? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? I do, Terry. And these are called Christmas cozies, because Christmas is that feeling of just warmth and home and love and cozy. Yes, love that. Dark rainbow, Claire. Perfect. Donate the shells. Perfect. So what 2 colours are you hoping for? Now, with your crystal snowflake, you can choose to have a pearl on or off the jewellery there. So that's going to be completely up to you. Okay, let's go down. Oh, Christmas mugs. That's true. I'll get on that. So oyster number 1, Claire. There's one side. And the other side. Oh, okay. Pearl number 1. You have got a 2-tonal. There's no more in that one. You've got a 2-tonal Blurple pearl. So let me just dry him up for you. So this Blurple, again, Blurple is a mix between blue and purple. Okay. Have a look at him. So you've got... Oh, let me get it focused. lighter and darker shades here. Okay, so two-tonal Blurple. Moving on to oyster number 2. So this one again is your new rainbow oyster. It is Star, yes, it's called Christmas Cozies. So there's one side, Claire, and the other side. And in here, oh, I can see a darker shade of pearl there. And there's no more in that one. Now this one, I'm just going to dry him up and have a closer look, because he does have a couple of shades here. So he's a base chocolate pearl, and then he's got this gorgeous, almost mottled silver overtone to him. So base chocolate with a mottled silver overtone. Claire, what do you think to these? So you've got the icy blue, which was your bonus pearl, and then you've got a two-tonal Blurple and a two-tonal chocolate and silver. Now, if you're happy with these two, that's perfect. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you. And then I'll need to know if you'd like to have pearls on or off your crystal pendant. If on, what colour you would like. If I run them through the board, the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Two-tonal Blurple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. Wait a second, not an 8. Oh, he is an 8.5. I moved too fast over it then. I'm going to slow down slightly with them. And the two-tonal silver chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5. Now he's a runner. Not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. So that all beautiful. Okay, perfect. So if you're happy to keep those then, my lovely, would you like to have a pearl on or off the jewellery? Have the light blue on the pendant, of course you can, and be invoiced for hoop fittings on the other two. That's not a problem. So we're going to have the light icy blue on the crystal pendant, and you'd like to be invoiced for the other two pearls on hoop fittings. Okay, now the invoice for those hoop fittings, that will get sent across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Okay, and that's all safe on there for you, my lovely. If we do your naughty or nice cards, again, I'm just tipping them forward. So hard to grab. So naughty or nice card, and you have got a naughty card. So that does mean that there's nothing extra there. But Claire, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and thank you for the donations with your shells. I can understand the link there, Hayley. There is a purple crab now, Anne. Yes. I might have to do like a little photo just to introduce. Right, up next today is Janet Perling. Janet, are you here? There is currently 3 people on the order list. So if anybody would like to order, there is still space available for today. And then I'll do an updated order list when we go. I'll just pop the order list in the comments. So if you have ordered, you can see what order we're in here. So Janet Perling, you're up now. So Janet's first on the list there. Oh, bless you, Linda. Jan, hello. Oh, the crab's here. Aaron's made me 2 crabs and an octopus so far. My crustacean station. I know. I'll for my next tea, I will definitely have a Christmas mug. Can the crabs hold the oyster knife? No, it'll be too big, I imagine. I haven't tried. Or I mean, just, but not enough to. I mean, actually, he could make it bigger than it would. I could possibly put that request in. He's got so many requests, bless him. Oh, bless Terry. Right, Jan, my lovely. Hello, hello, hello. You have got a Christmas cozy. So I'm going to need to know which number cozy you would like. Numbers 1 through to 10. Which one would you like? Which number cozy would you like, my lovely? Can you see the octopus? You can. So this is the octopus. I said to Aaron, he needs a little mouth there. So the pearl picker would go in his head. And then all the way around. But yeah, I said he's like holding his little tentacle up to say hello. But I think he needs a little smile, how the crabs have got a little smile. Can you see the purple octopus? No, not the purple crab. Oh. Oh, Jan, couldn't resist Christmas. Oh, hoping for a new item. There are the new items included, actually. Can you have number 9? You can indeed. Number 9. Let's go down. Fingers crossed for a new item for you then. And in here, it is a Christmas pendant. Now, it's not a new item. This one was on the Christmas, or within the Christmas section last year, and I believe it's on the website at the moment as well. So with this one, it does come with 1 oyster opening, and the pearl would need to go onto the jewellery. It actually gets set right in the middle of the pendant here. So this is, there we go, this is a snowflake. Now your pearl gets set right in the middle, so that's that middle bit, the circle there, you won't actually see that. You've then got, surrounding that, a crystal encrusted star. Okay, then surrounding the star, you've got the florets almost of that snowflake coming out in silver. So pearl in the middle, surrounded by the star, surrounded by the almost tufts at the end of the snowflake there. Okay, so Jan, your choice is, would you like to stick with this one, which comes with 1 oyster opening, and you get that bonus pearl colour of your choice, or you can go and pick a second cozy, so a second number, and then you have to have whatever is inside that second one, but you don't get the bonus pearl if you go for the second one. What do you think? What would you like to do? Yes, the octopus does hold my pens. I actually put my pens in it in the day when I'm writing a lot. Can you pick again? Of course you can. So, which number would you like to go for? Now this item now goes, doesn't go straight back in. The number 9 will have a new item in it. Okay, just in case anybody's sort of thinking, well, that was my lucky number. It does actually have a new item in it, so you shouldn't see the same item on the same live, if that makes sense. Can you go for number 3? So it's a green one again. Now the colours don't mean anything apart from, as you guys know, I like to describe the colours of things. So number 3 is a second green one. Good luck with this, Jan. I hope whatever is inside you're going to be happy with. So in here, it is a Christmas cage pendant. Now this one, I was kind of looking for a pearl to pop it in it then, but I don't have any in the swap pot yet this evening. This one is the Christmas Sparkle Christmas Tree Cage Pendant. So as the name suggests, it is a Christmas tree, and he is a sparkle Christmas tree because, if I just get it focused for you, there we go, because he's got almost like the tinsel which comes across, and then you've got these bursts of light, and in the center of the lights you've got those crystals sparkling away there. Now this cage pendant can hold one pearl at a time, and then with it being a cage pendant, you can then swap and change the pearl around at home if you've got any loose pearls at home, or if you get any in the future. Okay, it also comes with one oyster opening as well. So I hope you're happy with that one, Jan. So like I said before, it has one oyster opening. Love that. It was a good swap. Perfect. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Just topping up the cozies up there again. Natural and donate, you can indeed. Okay, so that's this one. Just double checking. So I've also got the 4 pearl oyster bag down there. And as we know from before, they're very similar to the normals bag. Okay, so normal natural oyster, donate the shells. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? Let's go down. Good luck, my lovely. There's one side. And the other side. Okay. Oh, in here you've got a gorgeous deep rose gold pearl. Now there's no more in that one. I'm just going to dry your pearl up for you, then we can have a closer look at his shade. He is beautifully deep, dark rose gold colour. What do you think to this one? Now, if you're happy with this shade, that's perfect. He is yours. And then you'd be able to swap and change him around inside that cage pendant. If you're not happy, I can swap him for you. If I run him through the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Perfect for the cage. You'd like to keep him as well. Brilliant. Let me bring you back up here. So I hope you're happy with that, Jan, my lovely. I'll pop him on here for you as well. Now you get a naughty or nice card. I'm actually just going to leave them down here. There we go. Because then I definitely can't see anything until I bring it forward. So your naughty or nice card, and you've got a naughty card there. So it does mean that there's nothing on the back of there. But Jan, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And thank you for the donations with your shells. Very happy, perfect as always. Oh, perfect, my lovely. Perfect. Okay, and up next today is Julie Hanwell. Julie, are you here? Julie, hello, hello, hello. Julie, I don't know if you saw or not, but your name for the new Christmas earrings was chosen. So these earrings, we put a post in the Pearls of Brecon group. I sort of asked everybody, what do you think, what would you like to name them? And Julie, your name for them was chosen. So the Holly Jolly hats earrings, so the Christmas earrings was chosen, and at the bottom of the description, I hope it's okay, I've popped in there that it was named by one of our viewers, Julie, so well done. And I hope that's okay. Oh, bless you, Karina. Yes, Christmas in July. So, Julie, for tonight, you have got a Christmas cozy. Wouldn't it be like amazing if you pulled those hats out of one of the cozies? I mean, it could happen. But, Julie, which number would you like? Cozy number 5, going for another green one of the night. So if we go straight down to cozy number 5, and you have got a Christmas charm. Now, this Christmas charm could definitely be worn as a pendant, as it's quite a nice size. So if you have it on a hoop fitting, it could be worn as a pendant, like just slide it onto a chain. This one comes with one oyster opening, and you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Now on the website, this one is called the Icy Snowflake Charm, and as you can see, it is a snowflake, and it's called the Icy Snowflake because he does look like he's got the icy edges to him. It's the same on both sides, that's just the 925 silver stamp in the centre there, but other than that, it is the same on both sides. Now, Julie, your decision is going to be, would you like to keep this one? It comes with one oyster opening, plus you get the bonus pearl as well, any colour of your choice. Or, if you're not happy with the item of jewellery, you can pick a different cozy number and take a chance and go for a different item of jewellery. Now, if you had the pearl on this one, it does sort of sit at the top. It will then sort of hang central, but it would be able to move around as well. It's very reflective, which is why you can see sometimes it's light, sometimes it's dark. It's reflecting the camera and the screen there. But what do you think? What would you like to do? Would you like to keep him, or would you like to go for a different one? Keep him, perfect. Okay, so if I bring you back up again, and you'd like to expand the rainbow oyster, donate the shells. Okie dokie, I'll grab that for you. Now, with your extra bonus pearl, do you know what colour pearl you would like? Or would you like to see what comes out of the oyster and then go for, then sort of pick your colour pearl after that? I think each spike looks like a Christmas tree. Oh, it does. I can definitely see that. And it's almost got like a rounded top ball as well, hasn't it? I definitely see the link there. Right, let's go down. So this is your expand the rainbow oyster. There's one side. And the other side. And in here you have got a pastel yellow, and there's no more in that one. As your bonus pearl, you'd like to have a red pearl. Okie dokie, I'll grab that for you in a moment, so then you can have a look at the red as well to let me know if it's the correct shade or not. So pastel yellow from your expand the rainbow oyster. if we have a closer look, what do you think to this one? If I grab the red for you as well, so then you can see both of them. I'm going to go for a brighter red. However, if you prefer a different shade, just let me know and I'll swap it for a different one. Okay, so what do you think to these two? Now, if you're happy, that's brilliant. If you're not, as you know, we can swap them. And then I'll need to know if you'd like to have a pearl on or off the jewellery. The pastel yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. And the red that we've just added in as your bonus pearl is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. Lovely, but can you have the red on the jewellery? Yes, of course you can. With the yellow, are you still happy to keep that yellow, or would you like to swap him for a different shade? Having the red on the jewellery is absolutely fine. Let me just write down that we're going to have red on there. What do you think with the yellow? Keep the yellow, perfect, and you're very, very welcome. So let me pop this in here as well. Julie, thank you for the donations with your shells, my lovely, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I've just popped that safely up there for you. Hello? You okay, darling?
I've got something to show you.
You've got something to show me? What is it? What is it?
He's a baby crab.
Oh, look at the baby crab! Oh, I like it.
You thought it was going to be like a spider or something, didn't
Mr. Crunch and Mrs. I forgot her name have had a baby. Would you guys like to see the baby crab? Let's go down. Look at the baby crab. His colourings. Is that how? That's quite cool.
Yeah, it's 2-tonal filament.
So this is the normal size crab, and this is the baby crab. Thank you, Emma. Mr. Crunch and Miss Shelley have now had baby crab. Oh, thank you, Bab. Okay, I'll add them to my crustacean station, as you can see. If it's still warm, I will. Oh, dearie me. What are they made from? So Aaron is printing them on the 3D printer. So it's I don't know what it's made from. Filament?
That is PLA filament.
PLA filament. Aaron, you're spoiling us with crabs, says Sue. I need a Libby the lobster now, please. Apparently, says Anne-Marie. I should call him Curtis the crab. Curtis. Oh, now name polls are open again. Oh, I'm going to have so many animals. Although I don't know what the baby crab would be able to hold. Oh no, baby crab still holds the pearl picker. Let me hold it so you can see I'm not touching it. It still holds the pearl picker. Okay, right. Oh, bless him. I didn't know who was doing that either. Up next today is Sarah Goodall. Sarah, are you here? Oh, naughty or nice card. Thank you, Tracy. Julie, you get a naughty or nice card, my lovely. So, Julie Hanwell, this is your naughty or nice card. And you have got a nice card, Julie. You have got a £1 off code for the website. So if you would like to order again in the future, you'll have £1 off that you'll be able to use, and that will get emailed across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. Oh no, that's quite a bit bigger than the pearl picker. I don't think he would hold. I don't think he'd hold that. Oh, actually, yeah, he does. Just. It's quite big though. Right, Sarah. Hello. Sarah, you have got a Christmas cozy. So, which Christmas cozy would you like? Which number would you like? So they're all topped up again. We've got numbers 1 through to 10. Number 2. Oh, we've gone for a red one this time. Okay, so number 2, let's go down. Good luck, my lovely. Okay, in here you have got a pendant. Now, if you choose to keep this one, Sarah, he comes with 1 oyster opening, and the pearl would definitely need to go onto the jewellery. So the pearl does get set onto the jewellery. Now, this one is called the Gift of Love pendant. So overall, it has the heart base, and then your pearl gets set on this section here. So that circle there you won't see because your pearl will be placed on there. Now, it's the Gift of Love because it is the heart, but the heart is wrapped up. So if you can see, you've got this gold coloured ribbon or bow going across, giving the effect that it's wrapping up that heart. And then in the centre of the ribbon, you've got a crystal to give it that little bit of sparkle as well. So if you choose to keep this one, Sarah, he comes with 1 oyster opening. He comes with the bonus pearl option as well. If you prefer to swap him, we can pick a different cozy number. However, if you pick a different one, you wouldn't get the option of the bonus pearl, but you still get the oyster openings that come with the item of jewellery. What do you think? What would you like to do? Again, he's very reflective. That's why I'm just keep moving him, just so you can see all sort of different angles. Can we swap? Of course you can. So, which number would you like instead? So number 2 has gone, but we've still got all of the others available. Which number would you like? Number 5. So going for a green one this time. Number 5. Let's go straight down. So in here, you have got one of the matching sets in here, Sarah. So this one comes with a pendant and earrings. Okay, so this is the reindeer set. So this altogether would come with 3 oyster openings, and you would need to have the 3 pearls on the jewellery. So I'll show you in a second, but 1 pearl would go on the pendant, and then 1 pearl would go on each of the earrings here. Now the earrings are stud back earrings, and with it being a matching set, they all match each other. So the pendant itself is the only difference is that the pendant is offset. So as you can see, the earrings here, studs at the back, and then your pearl is the reindeer's face. You've then got the ears, which have got a little bit of a sparkle, the crystal inside the ears, and then the antlers come up. So the pearls sit in the face. The only difference is that with the pendant is slightly offset because it is hanging from one of the antlers instead of sitting up straight like the earrings. Okay, so again, you've got the antlers, you've got the crystal ear, and your pearl sits as the face. Also, the pendant is slightly larger than the earrings. But beautiful matching set there. I hope you're happy with those. You love them, you're happy with the swap? Perfect. So because we swapped, we don't get the bonus colour there, the bonus pearl, but I hope you're happy with everything here. So 3 oyster openings. Which 3 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? So if I write this down, we're going to have the pendant, and then we're going to have earrings. Because they are a matching set, you don't have to have matching colours on them. So you can have them in different shades. Or, of course, we can go for 3 matching pearls on each of the sets. So expand the rainbow, donate the shells. So 1, 2, oh, I keep dropping them, and 3. Are there certain colours that you are hoping for at all? There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if we go down, oyster, it almost looks like they're going up in size there actually. That wasn't done on purpose. Oyster number 1. Hoping for reds. Okay, so oyster number 1. There's one side. And the other side. Oh, first colour is a pastel green pearl. There's no more in that one. We're donating the shells, aren't we? Yeah. So pastel green. He does have a couple of slight darker green spots on him, but overall I can see that he's this gorgeous lighter pastel green shade. Let me just get this focused, and then there we go, then you can see. So pastel green, very, very light in colour. Can you see those few darker spots? Quite hard to see actually because it is quite a light shade. But there we go. Moving on to oyster number 2, which is again your expand the rainbow oyster. So there's one side and the other side. And in here you are twinning with beautiful brighter lilac purple twins, and there's no more in that one. Now these twins, I can definitely see they are different shades, and actually they do look like they're slightly different sizes here as well. So if I show you around each of the pearls, I'm just rubbing off the, it's got a little bit of dirt on him there. There we go. So if I show you overall the lighter of the pearls to start with, and the lighter one is actually visually the smaller of the two as well. There we go. So this is the lighter, visually slightly smaller. So again, he's slightly two-tonal, but there's not a lot in it. Now the larger one is lighter and brighter as you go around the pearl there, but overall he's definitely brighter. So you can see visually smaller, lighter, and then visually larger, brighter. Okay. And then moving on to your last oyster, which again is your Expand the Rainbow oyster. There's one side. Oh, and the other side. That was a tough one there. And in here, you are twinning for a second time. No more in that one. And you're twinning with brighter icy blue pearls. Now these blues, again, visually do look like they're slightly different sizes. But these ones do look like they're the same shade there. Okay, what do you think to these, Sarah? Pastel apple green, twinning lilac purples, one lighter and smaller, one larger and brighter. And then you've got twinning icy blues, one smaller, one visually larger. If you're happy, that's perfect. I'll need to know which ones you'd like on the earrings and which one you'd like on the pendant. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you for colours of your choice. Pamela, of course, I'll add you back in, my lovely. So if I run these through the board, Sarah, the pastel green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Lighter, visually smaller lilac is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. Runaway, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the visually brighter, larger lilac is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they're actually measuring the same size, even though visually they do look like they're different sizes. Visually larger icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the visually smaller blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he is a 6.5. So those ones are definitely measuring different sizes. What do you think, my lovely? What would you like to do? Baby barnacle. I feel like we need to have like names, because if we have a shipwreck, like there may be some barnacles on the shipwreck. Does that make sense? Or am I being silly? And it could be because it's a baby. Baby barnacle does sound really cute, doesn't it? What do you mean, Katie? So it's 925 silver, unless it states otherwise on our website. However, at the moment, I do believe that we don't have anything that's not 925 silver on there, apart from obviously the 9-carat gold earrings. I wouldn't recommend for young children, no, just because obviously jewellery is a small part, and we wouldn't want a young child to pop it in their mouth or anything like that. My daughter wears the jewellery, so it all depends, I suppose, on the maturity of the child wearing it, if that makes sense. So, Sarah, can we swap the apple green for a red, the lighter for a chocolate, and the smaller blue for another chocolate. Chocks on the earrings, red on the pendant, invoice for hoop on the other lilac. No, it's not too much, my lovely. So let me just grab them for you and then you can confirm if I've got it all correct. So we've got the red for the pendant and then we're going to have the lighter for chocolates. Let me just have a look. Have I got chocolates up here? Possibly down here then. Yeah, here they go. So let me just see if I've got two chocolates the same. Now I feel like that shade there is going to be stunning. Let me see if I've got a... Now those two, they are slightly two-tonal, so they're ever so slightly, because of the two-tonalness, slightly different shades in different areas. However, those chocolates are almost bronze toned, and because they've got the lighter and the darker shades sort of running through them. Or would you like one which is more non-two-tonal with the chocolates? So what I've done is I swapped out the green, the smaller lilac and, the lighter lilac and the smaller blue for the two chocolates and the red. So I'll need to know if those colours are okay. And then you'd like to have the lilac at the top on a hoop fitting. That's perfect. Okay, so let me just write this down as well so it's all correct on the order form. So on the pendant, we're going to have red. On the earrings, I'm going to put bronze on there because they are that gorgeous sort of chocolatey bronze tone. And then you'd like to be invoiced for the lilac on hoop. Perfect. Now the invoice for the lilac for the hoop fitting, that will get sent across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Just pop these all on here for you. Okay, so if we do your naughty or nice card as well, let's just give these a little rummage through. Okay, so you have got this one here. So with your naughty or nice card, you have got a naughty card. So that does mean that there's nothing on that side. But Sarah, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. That's safe up there for you as well. You're very, very welcome, Sarah. And Suzanne, hello, my lovely. I hope you're well. Okay, up next today is Ellen DeRose. Ellen, are you here? Ellen, hello, my lovely. So, Ellen, you have got one oyster opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? They are 3, 5 and 8 after the reindeer sets for Christmas. So the earrings, I would say, because of obviously you've got the antlers, you've got the pearl itself, and then you've got the antlers. So that would be quite a tall earring. So in complete honesty, Katie, obviously little ears, they are quite a longer earring which don't dangle down, so that antlers do go up. So I'm not sure that would be the correct style for little ears, if that makes sense. by all means, if you'd like to have the measurements of them, I don't know them off the top of my head, but you can pop me an email over. I'd be very happy to measure it up for you, so then you'd have that just to double check. Then you can sort of make your own assessment on that. We do have the antlers pendant on the website though, which is just, it's a very similar design. It's just the pendant on its own, but it is a slightly different design. So there's, yeah, but sorry about that. Oh no, you're welcome, my lovely. Oh, Ellen, lighter rainbow, and you'd like to keep your shells. Okay, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for at all? So lighter rainbow oyster. Let's get him open. And let's go down. So expand the rainbow, hoping for any colour. Okay, so we'll see what comes out and then go from there. Oh, there's one side. And the other side. And in your expand the rainbow oyster, you are twinning with 2 autumn peach pearls there. You definitely just had a squidge, and there's no more in that one. So I'm just going to clean these shells up for you as you'd like to keep them, and then we'll hold your pearls up so you can have a closer look. Now with your item of jewellery that, oh, they're going to run, don't let them run away. With your item of jewellery that has 1 pearl on there. So the other pearl is going to be still of course sent to you. It's just going to be your loose pearl. So if we dry these up for you, you can have a closer look and let me know what you think. Visually, these two, they do look like they're slightly, ever so slightly different sizes. They do look like they're the same shade though. So if you're happy with these and you have a preference, would you prefer the smaller or the larger one on the jewellery? In the sand here, the larger one does look like he's slightly brighter. If of course you'd like to swap one or both of these, Ellen, you can do so as well. I'll just need to know which colours you'd like to swap out, and then of course what pearl you'd like on your jewellery. So if I run these ones through the board, the visually slightly smaller one is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. And the slightly larger of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. So they are measuring slightly different there. You guys might be able to hear the rain now. I love it when it rains. Can you have the smaller one on the jewellery? Of course you can. And just to confirm, are you happy to keep the larger one as well? Are you happy with the shade of the larger one? Just wrapping up your shells as well. So therapeutic, isn't it, Amy? So we're going to have the smaller autumn peach on the jewellery. And you're happy with the other shade there as well. Perfect, Ellen. Let me do your naughty or nice card. Okay, so you've got this one here, and you have got a £1 off code for the website. So if you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have a £1 off code that you'll be able to use. That will get emailed across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. Ellen, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. The shells are yours as well, and that's all safe up there for you, my lovely. Definitely, Amy. A cup of tea, listening to the rain. Delightful. You're very, very welcome, Ellen. Up next today is Sherry Ann, is it Mizzen? I hope I pronounced that correctly. Sherry Ann Mizzen, are you here? Sherry, hello, my lovely. Let me mark off that you are here as well. Okay, so Sherry Ann, you have got a stick pick or sparkle dip, and then you've got an oyster opening as well. So what we'll do is we'll start with the stick pick or sparkle dip, if that's okay, and then we'll do your oyster opening afterwards. So if we go straight down, that's not a new mug, that is I have had that mug a while, but I don't know if you guys have seen this mug. It's a Disney mug. Right, Sherry Ann, your stick pick or sparkle dip, if I just dive in and gone for this one here. Where's my, here it is. Get this open. So again, the aim of this is whatever charm is inside is yours. And then with the pearl, you get to pick whether you keep him or if you swap him. So in here, it is another different charm we haven't seen yet tonight. And this charm, again, is not on the website and hasn't been on the website before either. Now, overall, it is a circle charm. Circle crystal, and it's the colouring of the mirror effect, so the aurora borealis, which means in different lights it's going to flash blues and purples and yellows. So with the darker areas you're going to see slightly yellows, with the lighter, so there, if I move the card in the way, you can see more blues and yellows. Now this one has got the flat surface on this side, it's got the pointed surface on this side, so it's slightly different each side there, just depends on which way round it goes. Lots of colours in this one. Now it's so sparkly, this one. With him, I paired him with a dove grey, so that is a light silver pearl. Now the charm itself has got lots of different shades and colours in him, so lots of different colours are going to go beautifully with him. But as I said, I've paired him with a lighter dove grey. So the choice is going to be yours, Sherry Ann. Firstly, I hope you're happy with the charm itself. Now with the pearl, you can either stick if you're happy to keep the dove grey, or you can pick and dive in and we'll pick a different pearl for you. Keep that one and you love it, thank you. Perfect, he is yours. I'm just going to write down that we're going to stick with that one. So you also have a oyster opening. What oyster would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? So stick with that one. My mug it's got a bee on it, and it's got Mickey and Minnie Mouse. And then it's got like a silver handle as well. So I've had this one a while, but yeah, I don't know if it's been on live very often. There's many mugs that you guys may not have seen yet. Oh, Sherry Ann, darker rainbow, and you'd like to keep your shells. Okay, That's this bag here. Now, would there be a certain colour or colour pearls that you're hoping for? So, Nunu Rainbow Oyster. Let me get him open. And let's go down. So, Nunu Rainbow Oyster. Gorgeous crunch with that side. And there's the other side. Oh, and in here, straight away, there's your darker pearl. And there's no more in that one. So if I dry him up for you. Not dry him up, sorry, clean the shells off. Listen to that rain, wow. Okay, so your colour here is slightly too tonal. Now when he first came out, I definitely saw a black cherry tone. I can also see purple and silver. So you've actually got a 3-tonal darker shade here. If I just get this focused up for you. There we go. So straight away you've got silvers. As you go round, you've got purples and black cherries. So 3-tonal silver, purple and black cherry. Let me just reposition how I'm holding him. So then, there we go. See here. Now, what do you think to this one, Sherry Ann? If you're happy with this shade, that's perfect, he's yours. If you're not happy with this shade and you'd like to go for a different colour, that's absolutely not a problem. We can swap him for you. So, oh, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. That's perfect. Okay, so you're happy to keep that one. Brilliant. Let me just wrap your shells up as well for you. And pop your name on here. And then your pearl on here for you as well. I hope you're going to be happy with that, my lovely, once it all arrives. Let me do your naughty or nice card for you. So if I dive in here, and you have got that one. You have got a naughty card there, I'm afraid. So it does mean that there's nothing on the back of that one. But Sherry Ann, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and your shells will be arriving with your order as well. That's safe up there for you. Really, Sarah, I love that. And I do carry, Aaron made it for me, bless him. The other one was getting just a little bit old, the measuring board. So what I've done is I've saved it because I didn't want it to sort of break. So I've stopped using it. So I still to frame it. I still need to buy a frame. But I've saved him. So then, yeah, I can sort of keep it as a memory as the first board. Up next today is Pamela Rousewell. Now, Pamela, you were here earlier, so hopefully you're still here. How's Quinn's eyes? Yeah, he's doing really well. They're still healing. I think that's as much to say. He is doing really, really well. He's obviously at school now until they finish. And yeah, he's doing really well. Still having his medication, bless him. And Pamela, hello, hello, hello. Let me mark you off as being here as well. So Pamela, you've got one oyster opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? We've got Nunu Rainbow, Expand the Rainbow and normal oysters today. So I'm afraid we don't have any mystery available, but we do have all of the others. So Pamela, which oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Oh no, don't be silly. It's absolutely fine. We miss each other and everyone has life and things get in the way and we forget. Something happens, so you don't need to say sorry for missing the live at all. We've sort of caught each other and that's what matters, doesn't it? Has it changed his vision at all? At the moment, yes, but he's still healing. So he's extremely light sensitive at the moment. So he's photophobic anyway, so he's light sensitive anyway. Like his normal glasses have a tint on them and he always has to wear a hat. And in school he has to keep his hat on all times and stuff like that. So at the moment he's extremely light sensitive, so he's having to actually wear his prescription sunglasses everywhere, including at school, with his hat as well. But they have said that should calm down again back to his normal levels. And his vision, yep, that's changed slightly, but again that could just be the healing. So it's just waiting to see after the healing to what's happened. Thank you, Jackie. Pamela, can you have darker rainbow? You can indeed, and you'd like to donate your shells. Now, is there a certain colour or colours that you're hoping for, Pamela? Your Nunu Rainbow Oyster. And let's go down. So in here. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and you've got a pearl on each side there. If I just hold this up for you. So there's one and two. And there's no more in that one. You fancy an oil slick. Okay, well, you are twinning. I'm just drying them up, and if we have a closer look at these colours for you. No way, pearl number 1 is an oil slick. And so is pearl number 2. So pearl number 2 is not as bright as pearl number 1. So if I show you this one is a silver based oil slick, so you can definitely see blues, greens, purples and silvers there. So he's not as bright as his twin, but you can definitely see those shades there. And then pearl number 2 is the brighter of the two. Let me just brush the sand off. So again, it is a silver based oil slick with purples, blues, greens. Oh, I'm hoping you can see this. Purples, blues, greens and silvers. Oh, look at those. Twinning oil slicks, literally just after you said you was hoping for oil slicks there. How cool is that? So I'm just moving them around to possibly give you another angle to see. I'm just going to get it focused. Pamela, I know it's slightly harder. Oh, can we see there as I'm just going to move the pearls around for a second just to see if you can sort of grab. There we go. You can see the flashes of the colours as it moves around. I love that. Let me pop them on the board as well for you. Suzanne, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. It's very kind of you. So pearl number 1. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And then pearl number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5 as well. Oh look, you can see it better against the glove there. So you've got the silver, the purple, the blues and the greens. So that's number 1. And then number 2. Number 2, you can definitely see that blue coming through. I think that's the stronger colour in this one, the blues, but he definitely still does have the purples and greens. Now, Pamela, I'll need to know if you're happy with one of these to go onto your jewellery, or of course, if you're not happy with these, I can swap them for you. What do you think, and what would you like to do? So 2 oil slicks, both measuring the same size. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, bless you. What do you think to those, my lovely? So I'm just having a quick sip of my tea. I do apologise. You're in shock. Oh, bless you. It's crazy, just because you said you was hoping for oil slicks, then you've got 2 silver-based oil slicks come out straight away. So 1 pearl does need to go onto the jewellery. And then, of course, the other pearl is your loose pearl. Just confirm for me, are you happy with these ones? Which one would I put on the bracelet? I think because they're so similar, I don't think that it would sort of matter, if that makes sense, because they're so similar. So they're the same size and they've got the same shades in them. It's just a different placement of colour. If anything, I'd say pearl number 1. I know you can't see it as clearly on the camera. I'd say pearl number 1, which is this one here. I'd say he's slightly brighter if you wanted that one colour-wise on the jewellery. Which one is more perfect in imperfections? Pearl number 1 has got the tiniest dent on him. Pearl number 2 does as well, but again it's different markings. That bit there is not an imperfection, by the way. That's just where the colouring, if I move it round so then I can hold it up, that's not an imperfection. That's just how the colouring there, it's just how the colouring's gone. It's almost like it's got a lighter circle around it and a darker colour in the middle. So it's not a dent or anything. It is literally just how the colouring has gone. The brightest one on the jewellery, of course you can. And then you're happy to have the other one as your loose pearl. Let me just write that down for you. So we're going to have the brighter oil slick on the jewellery. Perfect. Pamela, I hope you're happy with that. If I dive in for your naughty or nice card, and you've got this one here, so your naughty or nice card, you have got a nice card. You have got a £2 off code for the website. So if you would like to order again in the future, you'll have a £2 off code that you can use, and that will get emailed across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. So I hope you're happy with that. Let me just write that down for you. So £2 off code. Can you please have another one for on another bracelet? Yep, you can indeed. What bracelet would you like? Would you like to have a look at the website and email me the choice across, or do you know the name of the bracelet now? Or is it the same bracelet as you've got here and then you have two of the same? If that's what would you think? What do you think? Horseshoe bracelet with the black cord. Let me just have a quick look to make sure if it's in stock. As I always say, if you guys can see it on the website, it is in stock, but I just need to double check. So horseshoe with the black cord. Perfect. It's just loading. Yes, that is in stock. You can have that, my lovely. So I'll put the slightly darker pearl on there. So let me just write this down. So you'd like to be invoiced for horseshoe bracelets, black cord, and then we're going to have the darker oil slick on there. Okie dokie, that's booked in for you. The invoice for that will get sent across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form, Pamela. I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. So the code will get sent across for you tomorrow as well. Thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome, my lovely. Can you ask what made me start with the oyster openings? You love how you have the lives so relaxing after a long day. Oh, bless you, Ingrid. What made me start oyster opening? Oh, it was such a long time ago now. I actually need to refresh my brain on that. I've said it so many times. Basically, I was in work. I was in work and I was looking for a hobby. I'm quite a creative person. I don't like to sort of sit still and do nothing with my hands. I need to be doing something. And I sort of just found it, fell into it, if you like. Took it up as a hobby. I thought, oh, I'll get some oysters. I took a pearl drilling course and learn how to actually obviously make the jewellery and get into that. And then I started doing the live as like a off chance thing, if you like, as just as a hobby. And then it took off. So after 6 months, I left my job, and this has been full time ever since. So it's progressed over the years as well. It's completely sort of changed from what it was at the start, I think. So yeah, and year on year, I think it changes as well. So yeah, it's adaptable, I feel. Pamela, bless you. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. Very, very kind of you. Right, up next today is Rachel Jones. Rachel, are you here? What did I do before? So before pearls, one thing I did was work in a supermarket. I I worked on phones for a bit before that. I sort of said I was going to have, I got into uni and then had a gap year. And then on my gap year, I then didn't go back to uni afterwards. And then I had my daughter. So it kind of, yeah, I was going to go to uni to be a teacher. But yeah, I never went back. And I don't regret it actually. Because obviously then I wouldn't have my daughter or my son. It's crazy, Jade, isn't it? Do you, Tara? I could set that up one day. Maybe not on a live opening day. Maybe on like a Wednesday or a Thursday. But we can do a Q&A. That's not a problem. Rachel, hello. Now, Rachel, you have got 2 Christmas cozies. So what we'll do is we'll do them one at a time, but all the oysters together at the end, if that's okay with you. So first of all then, which number Christmas cozy would you like? So 1 through to 10, which number would you like? All the business, Debbie. Yeah, all the business. Number 3, Rachel. Okay, so first of all is the green one with number 3. Let's go down and in here. Ooh, okay, so your first one is a Christmas cage pendant. Now, this cage pendant can hold 1 pearl at a time. It comes with 1 oyster opening. He is 925 silver. He's got a splash of enamel colouring on him just to give him a little bit of a Christmas bow feeling there, and he's got this dangly section at the bottom to give you a little movable piece to play with as well. So this is the Rudolph cage pendant. So as you can see, it is Rudolph himself. He's got his antlers at the top, his little eyes. In the eyes you do have, I'm just double checking, that is black enamel for the eyes. You've got a bow on one of his antlers which is red enamel, and then you've got this star at the bottom which dingle dangles and wiggles around. Now the pearl here is going to be where the nose is, so you can see that hole is cut out where the nose should be. Your pearl actually shines through that hole, so whatever colour pearl is then of course sitting in where the nose is. Rachel, what do you think to this one? If you choose to stay and keep this one would come with 1 oyster opening, and it would have the bonus pearl as well. So that's any pearl, completely your choice, any colour that is like in stock and available. Or if you're not happy with this one, Rachel, you can pick a different cozy number. However, if you pick a different one, you wouldn't get the bonus pearl, but you would get the oyster openings that went with the jewellery. Okay, so what do you think? Would you like to keep this one and have the oyster opening and the bonus pearl, or would you like to go for a different number cozy? Could you have, I have him, could you have number 9? Oh, of course you can. So we're going to swap this one out. So we're not keeping this one. And you'd like to go for number 9 instead. So number 9 is another green one. And let's go down. And in here, now you most likely won't have this one because This is the new in cage pendant. So this one is available to supporters now. It will be available for everybody else to purchase at the end of the week. Now this is the Snowman's Dream cage pendant. So again, it comes with one oyster opening. Now there's lots happening on this one. There's so much detail, and I'm hoping the camera is going to pick it up. So overall, you've got a heart. Now half the heart is just the plain silver. The top half of the heart is encrusted with crystals, which is also swooping over the snowman's head. You then have this snowflake coming down from the heart right at the top in the centre there, which also has a crystal in the centre of the snowflake at the top. You then have Mr. Snowman at the bottom there. He does have rose gold colouring on his hat and scarf. And then you've got a little bit of black with the eyes and the buttons there, just giving him the detail. Now he does have so much detail. I don't know if you can see his eyes, his nose, his buttons and everything here, but he does have that beautiful detail. Now your pearl sits just behind the snowman and coming out from the side of the snowman. So you can see lots of the pearl through this cage pendant. And then as it is a cage, you can swap and change the pearl around at home. You was looking at him and you love it. Oh, perfect. Well, I'm glad you're happy with that one. So that one would have one oyster opening. Now, as you have two Christmas cozies, what we'll do is, bear with me a second, let me just retop them back up again. And then you can pick your second cozy, and then we can have a look to see if you'd like to stick or if you'd like to go for another one with that one. So which number cozy would you like for your second one, my lovely? Ooh. So 1 through to 10, what do you think? Number 5. Number 5, let's go down. And in here, oh, okay, so this one comes with one oyster opening, and the pearl would need to go onto the jewellery here. Okay, so your pearl on this one, this is called the Chimes pendant. So again, we've got a little bit of enamel colouring with this one. So the reverse side is just the plain silver here. Okay, the front side, it is the Chimes pendant. So overall, it is a bell. Your pearl gets set right underneath here. So it sits right up against the bottom here. So it's almost like it's coming out from under the bell. Now the belly of the bell is encrusted with crystals there, so it's given that nice bit of sparkle. You've then got a green enamel strip around the bottom, and then the bow at the top is in red. Now if you choose to keep this one, Rachel, he would come with one oyster opening, and he would also come with the bonus pearl colour of your choice. Or you do have the option where you can pick a second number instead. It does sacrifice the bonus pearl, but it means that you get to choose a different item of jewellery. What do you think? Would you like to keep this one, or would you like to pick a different one? Thank you, Pamela. Can we go pick a different one? Of course we can. And you'd like to go for number 1. Okay, so number 1 is this one here. And let's go down. So all green ones here, Rachel. So number 1. And in here, oh, this one comes with a chain attached. So you will have the chain here. And this is the Antlers pendant. So you may have seen this one on the website. Again, it comes with one oyster opening, and the pearl would need to go onto the jewellery. So with it being the antlers pendant, this one has got slightly larger antlers compared to the reindeer ones that we saw earlier. Also, the middle section of the antlers is fully encrusted with the crystals, so it does give a little bit of sparkle with this one. And then again, your pearl sits right in the center where the face or the nose would be for the reindeer. Your chain then is attached on both sides, so like I said, this one does come with the chain. So I hope you're happy with that one as well, Rachel. And that means altogether you have got 2 oyster openings, one with the antlers pendant and one with the Snowman's Dream cage pendant. So what 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? There we go. Expand the rainbow and donate the shells. Okay. Are there certain colours 1 and 2 that you're hoping for? So if I get these open, there's 1 and 2, and let's go down. So oyster number 1, which is your expand the rainbow oyster. There's one side, and the other side. And in here, your first oyster has given you a apple green. There's no more in that one. So first pearl out is a apple green. Let me just dry him up for you. Slightly brighter apple green as well there. Moving on to oyster number 2, which again is your expand the rainbow oyster. There's one side. And the other side. Oh, and straight away in this one, I can see a pearl on that side there, but let me just have a squidge in here as well. Okay, there's no more in that one, Rachel. So you have got a apple green and a lighter icy blue. Have a look at these, my lovely. What do you think to these? Now, with the cage pendant, you can the pearl can be swapped around in there, so you can let me know a colour, but then of course you can swap him when he's at home. With the antlers pendant, I will definitely need to know what pearl goes on there, because that one will need to get set onto the jewellery. So if you're happy with these, that's perfect. If you're not happy, I can of course swap them. If I run them through the board, your apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he is a 6.5. The oyster bags are called the names because, Jan, so we have to start with, we had the normal natural oysters, and then we got the expand the rainbow oysters, and it was because those colours then we were expanding into rainbow colours, so we came up with the expand the rainbow name. And then when we got when we got the darker rainbow colours, they were new oysters. So then they turned into Nunu. It's as literally as simple as that. When I explain it, it doesn't sound as great. Oh, swap the green for a bright red. Let's have a look. And then I'm assuming, is it the red that you'd like on the the green, yep. Red that you'd like on the antler pendant. So have a look at this red here for me. And would you be happy with that one? Yes? Okay, so just let me know. Would you be happy with that red there? Perfect. Brilliant. And you're very welcome, my lovely. So let me pop this in here. You've got the blue for your cage pendant. And pop this on here as well. Rachel, thank you for the donations with your shells. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. Now that may be the end of the order list today. Let me just refresh this here. If it is the end, it is the end. So thank you everybody for watching us tonight and for joining in. We're going to be live again on Friday evening. We'll be live from around 8 p.m. on Friday. If you would like to order, you can be booking in for Friday evening. We're going to have the Christmas cozies still going on Friday. Ah, Rachel, you need your naughty or nice card. Oh, I'm so sorry. Rachel, this is your naughty or nice card. And you have got, Rachel, a £2 off code for the website. And I nearly missed it off. I'm so sorry. So Rachel, £2 off code for the website. That will get emailed across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. Dearie me. But yes, thank you for joining us today, and I'll see you on Friday. Take care all. Bye.